Gagan, you are the star of the show. You are the star of the show. You are the star of the show. Gagan, you are the star of the show. You can do anything. You can do anything. You are the star. This is your show. Your show. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Gagan, why are you in the bathroom?
I'll be out in just a minute.
Are you going poo?
No, Tom, I'm not pooping. Girls don't poop.
Make sure to flush twice.
I'm not pooping. You're the star of everything. Welcome to Casual Couch Sport.
Did you flush twice like I told you to?
I didn't poop. Girls don't poop.
There's sprays in there for a reason.
Some bullshit.
Females in football are a thing, apparently. Kathryn Smith became the NFL's first full-time coach. She was hired by the Buffalo Bills as the special teams quality control coach.
What does that even mean?
Cheerleader, I assume.
Considering every team has about 20 coaches and there are 32 teams in the league, it's pretty impressive actually that this is the first time a female's been hired as a coach.
Dr. Robin West became the first female head physician in the NFL. She was hired by the Washington Redskins as the first...
Wait.
Yeah.
Do you mean to tell me that the Washington Redskins just did something progressive?
I think so. She was hired as the director of sports medicine. Dr. West is used to being the only female, as she's currently the only female physician in the MLB for the Washington Nationals.
Ichiro Suzuki broke Pete Rose's record of
4,256.
professional hits. Thanks, Tom. Look at you go. Look at this guy. This is a bit controversial, though, as some sports writers are doubting that Ichiro actually broke Pete Rose's record, as they're having a difficult time finding Ichiro's hits from earlier in his career.
The MLB Draft happened, and it is long. It is 40 rounds, and a total of 1,216 players were drafted this year. Maybe even I'll be drafted next year.
Maybe even me.
You're a woman.
So true. But I could be a head physician for the Washington Redskins.
Cheerleader.
Snoop Dogg did a first pitch earlier last week. Here's how it went.
The Pittsburgh Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Wah! Wah! Do you remember in Pingu, what was that sound? Like, what was it?
I don't remember.
It's like, I just remember them eating fish. It's like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the Penguins ate the Sharks.
Sidney Crosby won the Conn Smythe Award for the playoff MVP. Although a lot of people thought it maybe should have gone to Phil Kessel.
The Penguins GM, Jim Rutherford, becomes only the second GM in NHL history to win the Stanley Cup with two different teams. He won with the Carolina Hurricanes a couple of years back, and now he's won with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Hurricane. Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe passed away at the age of 88. He's the only professional athlete in any sport to have his career span across 5 decades. He has the record for the most 20-goal seasons with 22.
From him came the Gordie Howe hat trick, which means 1 fight, 1 goal, and 1 assist in a game. Strangely enough, he only had 2 himself throughout his career, but this also speaks volumes about his reputation on the ice and of what kind of player he was.
While he is known as being tenacious on the ice, there are so many stories about his kindness off the ice. He took the time to greet and talk to people who approached him, but on the ice, he would try to kill you.
Wayne Gretzky, who's number 99, is already retired across the league, hopes that Gordie Howe's number 9 will also be retired so that we can honor his memory.
Golden State has not won it yet. Draymond Green was suspended for Game 5 after he retaliated after LeBron James stepped over him.
Draymond Green has referred to that day as one of the weirdest days of his life and has stated that if he was playing in Game 5, they would have won. But because he got suspended, he's a terrible teammate. So you would say he's handling all this pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, super well. He's doing great.
The Cavs ended up winning Game 5 with LeBron and Kyrie Irving both scoring over 40 points. This is the first time this has happened in NBA history.
Steph Curry released his new kicks earlier this week, and they're whiter than
NBA upper management.
a vanilla ice cream cone.
Vanilla Ice.
A Game of Thrones winter.
Cocaine.
Glee.
My sock tan.
No, stop. I'm eating. Hockey.
Mumford & Sons.
A board of directors for a major corporation.
Mashed potatoes.
A pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks.
Kale.
Line dancing.
IKEA.
And Shania Twain. His kicks are whiter than all these things.
But they are literally the most boring things that have ever happened in the world of fashion. Forget fashion, just in the world. They're boring.
Here's a picture. If you're wondering where you've seen these shoes before, the answer is on the feet of all nurses and senior citizens when they're out for their evening or morning stroll.
One of boxing's biggest stars, Floyd Mayweather, just bought a house in Miami for $7.7 million. But what's interesting is he bought it with cash up front.
I don't have 7.7 million of anything. Definitely not cash.
No.
No, I'm so poor. We're so poor.
Yeah. Maria Sharapova has been given a 2-year doping ban. She is currently under the appealing process.
A psychologist has said that Oscar Pistorius is a broken man and should not be in jail as his condition has worsened.
The Euro Cup will disqualify Russia if their fans get into one more fight.
Wow, I really liked that. I learned so much about sports in that video, more than I would have learned anywhere else.
It was a lot of fun. I had fun.
Have you watched their videos before, Mr. Rabbit?
No, this is my first time.
You really need to subscribe.
Okay, let me just grab my hands to grab my computer. And once I grab my computer, I can subscribe.
The channel is Casual Couch Sports. No spaces.
Oh, no spaces. Oh man, I subscribe to the right channel now.
Now we're gonna have so much fun together, Mr. Bunny. So much. We're gonna learn so much about sport.
I'm losing my head with excitement.
I just lost my tail to it.
I think you're a goddamn liar. That's what I think.